keep his propaganda machinery, that is the Zimbabwe Broadcasting Corporation, running. He has introduced a broadcasting law which compels all motorists, even if you don't have a radio license, to actually pay a license. And this license goes for around United States dollar $92. That is a lot of money to be paid by motorists. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, guess what? You become the very first one to watch us. So, in order for us to understand what I intend to talk about now, it is very, very critical to listen to one of the, is it a spin doctor of Emerson Mnangagwa, but a substandard spin doctor, I think, compared to Professor Jonathan Moyo, Nick Mangwana speaking. Before I make a commentary, let's listen to him speaking.
Meaning that the ZBC or the public broadcaster is not going to take all that money. We have said that the new licensing regime, which is an enforcement regime, its purpose is to ensure that we develop the broadcasting sector. And how are we going to do that? Part of that money is going to Transmedia to roll out further transmission network to ensure that every blade of grass in Zimbabwe is covered by transmission. Remember, my preface was leaving no place and no one, leaving no one and no place behind. The issue of no place, we do have places in Zimbabwe right now that cannot receive radio. When you are traveling from here to Ulawayo, there are places where you start losing signal completely from your radio. We do not want that. That does not speak to Vision 2030. If you are going to Mutare, same thing. In some places you've got a signal, some places you totally lose your radio signal. This is what the money is going to do. The money is going to make sure that every space in Zimbabwe has good broadcasting. Yes, with a signal. So there is nothing wrong with that. This is why I'm saying it's an anomaly to call this a ZBC license, because Transmedia is not ZBC. Put that aside. Let's talk about the development of community broadcasting. That money is also going to be used to sustain community radio stations and launch them, into spaces where they were not. That's part of where it's going to go. So the revenue sharing, which is going to happen in the sector, is meant to develop the whole sector, not ZBC.
So you can see that, okay. So this is what was spoken by Nick Mangwana, because there is an outcry, especially over the motorists in Zimbabwe being forced to pay for these ZBC licenses. He is lying, saying, no, this money is not going to entirely go towards ZBC. This money would play a role in terms of creating community radio station, and it's trying to intertwine that with the failed 2030 vision of Emerson Mnangagwa. I think individuals like Blessed Geza have actually said that 2030 would only be realized on his watch, because if you look at what he is dreaming about 2030 and what he has achieved now, you can see that there is a totally, this is a false dream that is sold, unfortunately, to gullible ZANU-PF supporters and staunch Emerson Mnangagwa supporters. So, in simple terms, this is actually robbing the people of Zimbabwe. Now, look, as a citizen, for example, as a motorist, now paying even for the license, that license, how does then the issue of licenses become a problem of motorists alone? Are they the ones who actually listen to radio? What about households? Why are they targeting people driving cars? This is, this should be really pondered around. We see that we've got a government that is very, very cunning. To them, if you buy a car, it means you've got more money. It means you are the target to pay more money. Now, paying for a license disc alone, That is what should be actually be demanded by a government, and we should also see roads in Zimbabwe being improved. But look at the state of the roads in Zimbabwe. They are in a sorry state. Motorists have been paying for license disc, I don't know since when, and that money is used to actually keep the businesses of these people called Zikanandas progressing, whilst roads are in a sorry state. There is absolutely no road. You are being told in Zimbabwe that they are building roads. There are absolutely no roads that are being built in Zimbabwe. There is just a few. And if you look at the quality of the construction that is currently being done by Mnangagwa, those roads are built within 2 days. Afterwards, you see them developing potholes. And this is the man who is selling to the people of Zimbabwe the 2030 futile dream. I think I'm sure a lot of people understand that 2030 is just a futile dream. It's something that will not work. It's something that we are being sold. It's something that is for sale within the ZANU-PF politicians, but it will not work. Now, the issue of actually motorists paying for radio licenses, this is gross abuse of power, and this is unconstitutional. In my view, you can't place the burden of paying for your propaganda machinery. And worse, if maybe they say, if you've got a car radio, you are supposed to pay for the ZBC license, it will make sense. It will make sense. But if they say everyone who is actually paying for a license disc, now the condition before your money is accepted, you must produce a valid Zimbabwe Broadcasting Corporation radio license. I think this is daylight robbery to the people of Zimbabwe. These people are not getting enough. They are stealing for the people of Zimbabwe on a daily basis, but they are not getting enough of stealing to the people of Zimbabwe. These thieves. Now they are targeting motorists. Obviously, we know people with mansions who are actually working hard in foreign lands to build houses for their families, hoping that in the near future Zimbabwe may be better and they may come back and have a place to call home. They are the target of now Emmerson Tambutso Mnangagwa's tax regime. Everything, be it if you are buying even fried chicken, you are the target. Even if you are buying polony, you are the target, apart from the VAT that every citizen of Zimbabwe is actually compelled to pay. These individuals, they are still demanding more monies. Where do those monies going to? These austerity measures that they are introducing to the people of Zimbabwe, do the people really deserve to be treated as such? If you look at the hospitals, now our people are being embarrassed in South Africa because they know in Zimbabwe they cannot receive medical health care, proper quality medical health care. So this is another fraud, a scam done by the Emmerson Tambutso Mnangagwa regime, forcing the motorists to actually pay for a service that they do not use, all in the name of rescuing the collapsing Zimbabwe Broadcasting Corporation. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the subscribe plus button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. A very, very important message. We are available on X as Hloniphani Global News. We are also equally available on Facebook as Hloniphani Global News. Please do follow us on these respective channels. We have Valelisa. Let me love and leave you. Let's meet on the other.